All right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Razor from RazorTube coming at you today with a solo duo trio dream, and we're talking about custom maps that are coming soon to the Rust Console Edition. And this is a little bit of news about that topic, and it's for the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One X, Xbox Series X, and all the OG consoles out there. And we're just going to cover the topic of custom maps and what they can bring to you as a solo duo or trio team inside the Rust Console Edition. All right, and I got our boy Jade Monkey.
Hey!
And he's going to help us discuss this topic of interest for most players on the Rust Console, and we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of things. So before I start this video, just leave in the comment section below what you're most excited about for the Rust Console Edition and what you want as a player for it, because remember, this is a public platform that we operate on, and your opinion and voice matters. So anyways, without further ado, let's talk about the solo duo trio custom maps. Now, currently with the Rust Console Edition, we have the public test branch where we've gotten a little bit of a taste of the custom maps and how they are going to be in the near future for Rust. So what that means is we have the custom maps like the build server, or the builder's paradise rather, and it shows us exactly what type of customizations we can have in the near future, which are nice, because what that's doing on the public testing branch is ushering in the progress of the soon-to-be custom maps for solo, duo, and trios, and those servers that we are going to gain access to as soon as they come out. Now, with that being said, let's talk about what those solo, duo, and trio maps are going to bring to us. Now, it's going to bring a variety of things. The map, or the scaling of the map, or the size rather, it's going to eliminate zergs in general. That's the #1 concern that every player has that operates in a solo, duo, or trio. What do I mean by that? Well, usually it's pretty rough right now for the Rust Console players to move around, to be able to defend your base, to be able to progress through the game and enjoy the game. You can't, because there's 5 to 8 man teams that are going around Rust Console and basically muscling out all the solo, duo, and trio people. So let's see what else we can talk about, because I'm stroking out. What else can the custom maps bring to you as a player? Well, it can provide an overall better playing experience for you. What that means is not only does the elimination of zergs bring a better experience because you can actually enjoy the game, it also brings a lot of opportunities with making the maps bigger. Now, anywhere from, a 1K map to an 8K map, you can do a ton of different things. Now, obviously, they're probably not going to go to 8K, let's be honest, because it might actually catch your console on fire if you got no...
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the map we're on now, if you hit the map button, that's the standard size right now. And just to put it in perspective, this is a 4,250K map.
Yeah.
Or, I'm sorry, unit map, so it's actually 4.25K. So with the new one that's coming in, that's going to be 3K. I mean, dude, this map is huge, man.
Yeah.
This is huge.
Yeah, so, I mean, for the original consoles to be able to hold those types of sizes of maps, it's kind of unreasonable to ask. But just as like a little bump up from what we got now would deeply improve this game.
If I may jump in here, one of the other things we've noticed immediately as we did the testing branch on just 3K maps, increasing it by 500 in either direction, right? We noticed progression being more slower and slow and steady because of the tech tree, but it really changed the way you played the map, and you wouldn't think so, but it really does. Like, we played it for a pretty heavy wipe, and we were able to find a place, hide away, get big, and we were living next to a choice level 2 monument, or a blue card monument. What was it, the power plant?
Yeah, the power plant.
the progression was great. It was nice, slow and steady. So it was like that for everybody. So you didn't have like a big pop of like big groups because they weren't, you know, I mean, that's more the tech tree stuff. But I mean, the sheer fact that we had space to live and you didn't feel like you're on top of each other really helped with the progression and just the way you play the map, whether you're a small team or a larger team. But in this case, solo, duo, trio.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think even that increase in size it'll change the way the game's played anyways, and will help on those smaller groups, I think, in general.
Yeah, and I mean, what Jade's saying, and I'll piggyback off of you, is basically it just creates space between the large groups and the smaller teams. That's all that's needed really right now. And I mean, obviously down the line, they're not going to make too big of maps right now because there's not currently transportation.
Our cap is 100.
You know.
Well, yeah. Our
So-
cap is 100 players, by the way.
Yeah. So
PC's not.
you
PC
know,
could be like 300.
yeah, it could be like 300. That would be crazy. I'd be going deep on so many bases. But anyways, you know, they're not going to make it too ridiculously big so you can't operate on it and you're not like doing a walking simulator because obviously there's no transportation at this time, which, you know, leads me to another point. You know, we might get horses or something soon. We don't know. It'll hit testing branch before then, but that's off topic. But this just creates
guy?
space. Yeah, yeah, exactly. This guy spawns him in. But
Right,
what
get rid
else?
of
What else does custom maps bring to you as a solo, duo, or trio? It also provides ample time for you to build up, like Jade's saying, pick a spot on the map, and build up your defenses too. I mean, I don't know how many times I've gotten in the comments section below in all my videos where somebody's like, oh, I love this game if they actually had custom maps because every time I play, a Zerg goes deep on me right in the beginning of the wipe and I can't do anything. That's all because we're literally living window to window.
Yeah, we're on top of each other,
You know?
all the time.
So implementing a little bit bigger of a map into the game is going to make it that much better. It provides a better player experience, especially when you're in a smaller team or solo. I mean, you can see all these guys and content creators on PC do their own thing solo because they have the ability to move out of the way of the Zergs and not get involved, right? And not only that, but having you know, procedurally generated maps that make sense and having a variety of maps and different terrain changes will also, you know, definitely bring some more improvements, you know?
They were talking about initially when the game first came out, just real quick to throw it in there,
Yeah.
because I was thinking of this. When the first came out, they had like a custom server list, like some of the options we would have available to us. And one of the other ones, and this is a big deal for us, we can pick and choose what monuments we'd like on the map, which is a big deal because that really changes also progression, you know, for large and small groups. So like we could say, okay, let's do power plant, airfield, and launch site, you know, 2 blues to match up with the red. Or if you wanted to remove the more high-end like pop burst of progression, you could just get rid of launch site, because if you have tech tree, I mean 2 top tier blue monuments, so let's say power plant and airfield,
Yeah.
you'd be all set. Like the progression would be fine with tech tree in there, so like it would be a nice slow and steady for everybody on the map. So you've got that ability to control it, and I'm sure there'll be more options, but I mean, I think enough of us have played this long enough now that we understand the impact of something like that, and then how it would really trickle down to, you know, the smaller groups too. So.
Well, yeah, and to piggyback off of what you're saying, having that administrative type of granular control on how to customize your own map really, really comes down to the style and the gameplay that you want to bring to the certain community you're targeting, right? So, for instance, you know, when these custom maps come out, you're going to have PvP, which you could add, like, maybe a custom map where it's close quarters. Maybe you do only a 1K map where everybody's just constantly fighting. That's the type of stuff I like, and it's adrenaline-based, and that's awesome. And then you're going to see things roll out like the PVE servers, right? Which, if you look at the PC version, you have all different types of maps and servers where the maps are completely different. I mean, I've even seen a map that replicates the surface of Mars. It's crazy, right? But these are all things that would make Rust Console Edition better. with custom maps coming into play in the near future. Now, do we know the date of this? No. Would we like it now? Yeah, bigger maps, please. You know, like, I think that's one small thing that Double 11 can change to make the game a lot more improved, or better, for the lack of a better word. And I think that's what we need, especially for my solo, duo, and trio folks. Now, as far as the Zergs are concerned, yeah, it's cool to play in groups. I understand that. We play in big groups when we stream all the time. But, you know, you got to make room for everybody and cater to the other types of gameplay and teams on side of your on the server side. So, with that being said, drop your comments in the or drop your comments below, and let me know what your opinion is and what your take is on the custom maps and what you would like to see in the near future for the Rust Console Edition. This isn't
what kind of custom server would you like to see, either from us or that you're going to do for yourself?
Yeah, because you know, we got to kind of gear up for this, and plus, since this is more of like a public platform that Jade and myself definitely put ourselves out there on, we kind of want to know your opinion and voice your opinion so we can get that message to the developers who are Double 11, and you know, let it be heard what you want as a Rust Console player. So with that being said, drop those comments. If you're new to the channel, drop those subs, drop those likes, and hit the notification bell for any information you want on the Rust Console Edition, or maybe just our own opinions, or come watch us stream every night. We're the Boyfriend Squad. It's myself, Jade Monkey, and BioLaser. You can check out any of our channels at any time. We're always together. We love playing Rust. And we hope to see you guys soon. Hit it. I hate those things. I really do. I hate the firecrackers. Oh my god. I'm gonna have you wear a diaper. Bye. Say bye.